Hi guys, in this video I'm going to do a few examples from this pyramid assignment that we had the other day. Alright, I'm purposely going to do the ones that were a little bit more challenging. So I'm going to start with problem D. So problem D is two chords. So you have to multiply the two pieces of the chords together. So 8 times 15 equals, now when you go to multiply these together, that's going to be x plus 5 times x plus 7. So the way you have to multiply x plus 5 times x plus 7 is either with FOIL or doing the box. I like the box method, but FOIL is a little bit quicker, so I'm just going to do it that way for this video. So I multiply x times x times 7, 5 times x, and 5 times 7. Combine like terms. And 8 times 15. $120. All right, now this is quadratic. It's quadratic because I have a trinomial. I have x squared and x. So the two ways to solve this by hand are the quadratic formula and factoring. Both ways, it has to equal 0 before you can work it out. So I'm going to have to subtract the 120 from both sides so that this is equal to 0. So when I do 35 minus 120, all right, from here, when I factor, I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to negative 85, and when I combine them, I get 12. So I'm going to make a list of factors. 2, 3, 4, they don't go into 85. But 5 and 17 do, and 17 minus 5 is 12. So x plus 17 and x minus 5. Now I'm done factoring, but I'm not done solving. To figure out what x equals, I have to set each factor equal to 0 and see what number is going to make this factor 0. So for this factor, x would equal negative 17. Because negative 17 plus 17 is 0. For this factor, x would equal 5. Now, both solutions are true for the equation, but you have to go back to the original picture to see which one works for your shape. The equation doesn't know that we're dealing with a circle. And in a geometry figure, a side can't be negative. So if I try to see if negative 17 will work, one of my pieces would be negative 17 plus 5, which is negative 12. I can't have negative 12 as a side, so it has to be 5. 5 is my solution. I don't want that one. All right, another one that I'll work out is f. So f is a tangent and a secant. So the formula for this is to take the tangent part and square it. And then that equals the outside piece of the secant times the whole entire secant. So that's going to be the x plus 6 plus 5. So when I go to multiply x plus 8 squared, that's not just x squared plus 64. That's not a thing. X plus 8 squared means x plus 8 times x plus 8. So again, I have to either FOIL or use the box method to multiply those out, or double distribute, same idea. So x times x times 8, x times 8, 8 times 8. Simplify that. All right, on this side, I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to combine those like terms. So this side will become x plus 6 times x plus 5. And same thing with this. This is going to turn into a trinomial. So x times x times 5, 6 times x, 6 times 5. So x squared plus 11x plus 30. Now this looks quadratic because I do have x squared, but I have x squared on both sides. So when I go to combine those like terms and I subtract them, they're just going to cancel each other out. So really this equation is just 16x plus 64 equals 11x plus 30. And so now we're just going to solve this and only have one solution for x. So I'm going to subtract 11x on both sides. Subtract that 64. Sorry, y'all, I just realized that when I said I was doing, when I was combining like terms, I never actually combined them. So this 6 plus 5, that should be x plus 11. So that's going to be doing x times x times 11, 6 times x, and 6 times 11. And that would be 17x. So from here, I'm going to subtract 16x on both sides. So 17x minus 16x is 1x. Subtract the 66 on both sides, and I get x is equal to negative 2. All right, and x is allowed to equal a negative number. It just can't make a side negative when you go to plug it in. So if I look at my original problem, negative 2 plus 8 is 6. So that's fine. And negative 2 plus 6 is 4. So that's fine. It doesn't make the actual side negative.